down to the waterline. Come on.
Dire Straits and Down to the Waterline. We got more 70s music in the next hour, chosen by a music business legend by the name of Tony King. This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 4 o'clock. This is Catherine Cracknell. The number of people known to have died after the earthquakes which Turkey and Syria last week has risen to 33,000. The UN's aid chief, Martin Griffiths, has visited the border between the two countries and said people in rebel-held areas of northwest Syria had been failed by the international community. Manal Kabutli, who lives in the Syrian province of Idlib, says no aid has reached them.
Other countries in the outside standing and looking and watching us dying without doing anything. Why? Why are we like useless people here in Syria? Why are they ignoring our pain?
Cheshire police say a teenager who was found dead in a park near Warrington yesterday afternoon had suffered multiple stab wounds. The body of Brianna Jai, who was 16 and from Birchwood, was discovered by a member of the public. A murder investigation has been launched. A teenager is due in court tomorrow, charged in connection with a violent protest outside a hotel housing asylum seekers on Merseyside on Friday. Jared Skeet, who's 19, is accused of violent disorder and beating an emergency worker. 14 other people who were arrested after the disturbances in Knowsley have been released on bail. The head of the NHS Confederation, which represents some healthcare organisations, has expressed concern about plans by nurses to intensify strike action in England. The union, the Royal College of Nursing, is considering involving intensive care and A&E staff in future walkouts unless an improved pay offer is made. Matthew Taylor said further escalation would make the situation in the health service very difficult.
We've had over 100,000 procedures cancelled, more and more operations cancelled. And if the strike is intensified, that pressure is only going to grow. If anything, commitment to the industrial action is getting stronger among staff. There's no sign of any shift in public opinion either. So we are in an intractable and worsening situation.
The head of the Russian-backed Wagner mercenary group says his fighters have captured a village on the northern outskirts of Bakhmut, the Ukrainian city at the centre of months of bitter fighting. Yevgeny Prigozhin posted a short video apparently showing Wagner men at the entrance sign to Krasnohora. Ukraine says the Russians are suffering heavy losses for minimal territorial gains. The leading Democrat in the US Senate, Chuck Schumer, has said national security officials believe 2 objects shot down over Alaska and Canada in the past 2 days were balloons. If confirmed, it would take to 3 the number of incidents involving balloons over North America in the past 10 days. Shashank Joshi, who's the defence editor at The Economist, doesn't believe the phenomena is new, just that the ability to detect the objects has improved.
It's highly likely there have been balloons over US warships, military bases, just continental United States soil that haven't been picked up in the past and will now receive much, much more attention. So I think that's a virtual certainty.
And that's the BBC News at 3 minutes past 4. Now, Orna standing by with the latest travel news.
Thanks, Catherine. Just having a quick look then, and most routes seem to be moving fairly well. There's some traffic returning after the weekend, and that's just starting to build. But North Lanarkshire, the A725, so the eastbound side from the M8 at Bells Hill at 7A, still looking slow there after the accident which partly blocked the road. There are Glasgow queues on the M8 on the westbound side at junction 23 Ibrox. That's a breakdown in one of the lanes. And North Yorkshire queues still there on the A1M southbound at 52 Catterick, just where one lane's closed for emergency repairs. But better news now with the M6, so heading south down through the West Midlands. It's only slow just ahead of junction 9 at Wednesbury. There was an accident which moved, or the vehicles were moved off the road, and it's just queues now, that's all. Looking a little bit slow southbound on the M11, approaching the closure. Weekend work going on between 8 at Bishop Stortford and 7A at Harlow, so that's going on until tomorrow morning. And the M25, now that's looking slow on the western stretch. It has been for several hours now. Junction 13 at Staines, heading towards 14 at Heathrow, which is where 2 lanes are closed closed heading towards the M4 at junction 15. So the queue now will take you over an hour. It's building rapidly. It seems to be Twickenham traffic as well coming out. Also, the anti-clockwise side of the M25's been heavy. That's around junction 17 at Maple Cross. And the North Circular is still busy as well. Westbound near the Clockhouse interchange. Back with more travel in and out.